the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Watch 55. Hey, let's get in them holes.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
All day, dog.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. Sanders, a first down, still going. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Mike 55, Mike 55. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. What?
First carry for Kenneth Gainwell. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes Diggs. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for Najee Harris. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Rocco 80.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Rudolph looking to throw it. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Rudolph. He gets it complete to Harris. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too.
Double tight. 4 down. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
On second down now, it's Harris, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
19 Tiger. Slam. Watch twist.
Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris, and able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
I like this focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
18. I'm coming. 50's the mic. Watch.
Play action. It's Rudolph. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
19 Tiger. Check 52. Trap 60.
Here's Rudolph. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Wilson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll throw from the gun. A throw left side, caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Here comes a 1st down throw from Rudolph. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On second down, this is Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
4 down, check, 4 down, 4 down.
Here's Rudolph. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Now a first down carry for Harris. Eric Wilson able to make the tackle. On second and 9, Rudolph. And this will be caught by his big tight end, Ebron, for a Steeler touchdown. Eric Ebron, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have now made this a one-score game. Extra point put through by Boswell. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
14. Check 3. Hey, alert.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10.
Watch tight end. 4 down. Check the Herc. Right there. Herc. 18, pioneer.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. Johnson's got it complete. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The Steelers on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on third down. Even better decision.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right. Hey. 60 Mavericks.
Now Rudolph on first down. It's brought in by Harris. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 41, Rudolph escaping the pressure right. He's going to launch it for Washington. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Well, obviously, you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline. Saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot. Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That swung out wide to Sanders. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And this will be touchdown across midfield at the 45-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, heal up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts So as they take it over, we step aside. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
70 Lion. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Unlock Lion. Unlock Lion. Kill. Hey, turn it up. 36. 18 Cardinal.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
I know he ain't got it. Mike's 50. It's our time.
19 tight.
Rudolph now to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 11 at that 18-yard line.
60 Bison.
Guys, double tight.
We got 4.
They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
Now Rudolph. He finds his man, complete. That's Harris. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. And Boswell's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the 1st.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Flush to his right. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. An option handoff given to Sanders. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Play action. It's Wilson sliding out of the pocket. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Lane. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 7-yard line.
Double tight. 4 down.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Ready? Watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
This time they stay on the ground. Running right through him. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal. Check 3.
This is Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the 3rd quarter. And here comes Diggs.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On first down, Harris. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Check. Roll.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. Pushes him over. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Tight end right. Even. 4 down.
Ring alert. 60 Bobcat. Take over.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down.
Now it's Rudolph. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Rudolph. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Flushed out right. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Russell Wilson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Rudolph's throw here taken in by Isabella. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Dragon 60.
We got 4.
From the 31, Rudolph. He finds his target, Ebron. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Key the tight end.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Check, 59. All right. Here we go. Let's go, D, let's go.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
SOS.
Wilson rolling to his, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Get him, boys. Yeah, that's how we do, D. Mike is 59. Mike the
Alert.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson connecting quickly with Goddard. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Now Wilson. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. Not much there, only a yard.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
Mike's 59.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, he'll fire it deep for Rager. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Eluding the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
From the 25 on second down. Wilson hauled in over the middle by Rager.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Wilson to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. He'll buy some time right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
59. Mike the 59.
Here we go.
Mike's 59.
Now Wilson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Mike's 5'9", Mike
14, run it.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And here comes Diggs. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. 30. 10.
Greatest show on earth, baby.
He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Steelers. A big-time special teams play here in the fourth quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time, that extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics friends. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
You think you gonna get this?
Took right.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
I smell fear in there.
On first down, Wilson. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
I don't think you got it, son. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check.
Hey, zero.
Who that? Check 59.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And Sanders has got it complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
From the 44, Wilson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that, and that's what they've done all game long.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And Rager will not return it, so it'll come out to the 25 on the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches, from all the way up. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 50 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. Oh, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today.
A 28-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game.
Let's get it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
I got you. I got you. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Good job right there. Good job right there. Gun. 55. Gun.
55. Come on. Come on, D. Switch.
Check.
Hey, check 20.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Gun.
55, Mike.
Gun.
Mike 55. Mike 55.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Wilson rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Go, defense.
They go play action with Wilson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Check 55 to Mike.
One last shot for Wilson. Steps away. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something